Hello everyone, it's Dragana from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am here with another ocean theme junk journal flip through. Unfortunately, I could not film this one at the beach like I did with the other one. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you haven't seen it, I will leave the link down below. I am back in my studio and I thought I'll do a flip through here. Okay, so here it is. This one is a little bit smaller than the other one, and I called the other one Adria, but I haven't really figured out the name for this one. It's so difficult. I want it to be like ocean inspired, and I think a common Croatian name that is about the sea is Marina, so maybe I will call it Marina. What do you think? Let's call her Marina. I think it's really gorgeous, this journal. It's smaller than the other one. I'll just give you the size of the cover. It is 7 inches by 10.5, and this one has 2 signatures. It's about 1.5 inch spine thickness. I absolutely love it. Again, ocean inspired. We have a bit of a jellyfish or octopus, or I don't know how to explain, and even these things here remind me of seashells. I've attached one of those charms we've done in that other video. We'll leave the link down below. And I had these tassels that I've done last year. There's also a video on that, so we'll leave the link for that one as well. I have put some handmade paper beads here, elastic binding. There's another charm that we've done together in that video. And yeah, the fabric is dyed with inks and coffee and avocado, I think. Okay, let's start. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look on the inside. I've done this recently in one of the videos. We were using document folders and different die cut shapes and other bits and pieces to create texture. We painted them. If you haven't seen that video, I will leave the link down below. It was a lot of fun for me. Now here is one of those tags with some ribbons. I think I've done this last year as well. And over here in this little bag, I have one of those slow stitch little patches. This one obviously ocean inspired. It says the word create, and there's a sea star here. Okay, it can be glued somewhere in the journal. For now, it's going to live here. Okay, what does it say here? You can never cross the ocean unless you lose sight of the shore. That is so true. Okay, let's dive in. So, I think we've done this one together in the video. Yeah. Here is a little tuck spot, and this little thing is made with junk mail envelopes that I painted. There is some laser printed and some laminated specimens. Can be used to create tags. A little decoration here, and then another pocket here and a tag. I will leave the link to all the digitals that I used in this journal. Some of these images come from a book, a coloring book. This one so it's The Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. I hope I pronounced that well. So I bought it ages ago and I didn't really use it, but I thought I might as well use it in these ocean themed journals, and I think they look really nice in the journals. Here we go. This is avocado dyed. Again, I think I used some gold paint with the dye here. Some stencil work. Journaling spot here, some graph paper. I love how that stencil work turned out. I used green, blue and yellow color. And yeah, my break was really short but lovely, and my nephew really enjoyed it. And all I can say, I wish we could have stayed a bit longer, but yeah, it was short and sweet. Anyway, he's back in Australia and I'm back in my studio. Yeah, we had a lot of fun and it was really Great to have him here. Yeah, so yeah, here is the journal. I'm working on the third journal as well. I've sorted out all the pages, but I think I want to fill it in completely before I do the flip through, so I don't think I'll do it this year. I might even use it to do journal with me sessions next summer in that journal. But yeah, if you haven't seen that video when we used the packaging with windows to create specimens, I will leave the link down below. And the bubble papers, oh, remember this one? This is actually like a printable of my drawing. I scanned it in and I printed it on this tracing, very thin tracing paper, and I printed the bubble papers on this side. Yeah, so here are some tags. I painted this a while ago on a paper, and I thought it kind of looked ocean inspired. Here's a little song, and I think it goes well with this mermaid singing here. And here is a lino cut print that is my own, actually. I'll show you. The other day when I returned from my holiday, I carved this one. I just really loved it, and I used it to make a few prints for this journal. Okay, some book pages with fish. Lots of writing space in this one. Okay, now here we have a little pocket made with envelopes that I painted on. A tag again backed with this painting, and this one with bubble paper. Okay. And what do we have in here? A little tuck spot, stamped image on some watercolor papers. That I think I've done this with also with a bit of salt and some gold spray, so it's sparkly. I don't know if it shows in the video, but it's a bit sparkly. Just like a ticket and a stamp image. Okay, I love how this paper turned out with some ink, white paint and gold spray. And this was from one of the digitals, and it was meant to be paper tabs. I didn't separate them, I left them like that. And I thought, how about if I just glue that all together? I don't know, it just looked like a lot of fun. So it stayed like that. I don't know, I liked it. Okay, we have another hidden journaling spot there. And here it is, another lino cut print on this stained deli paper. And I actually glued it on top and bottom and left that like that. And here it is, another one of those cards or specimens made with recycled packaging. I love how this turned out. Yeah. Okay. These can be colored in or left like that. I think they're very nice. And what do we have in here? Okay, we have one of those envelopes made from maps. It says here, seize the day. It's like a little journaling spot. There's that one. I love how this turned out. It really looks like metal. Then we have a large tag. And that's painted in one of those videos when we used everyday objects to paint recycled papers. This one turned out really nice. It's got a lot of texture. I hope you can see this in the video. I will leave the link to that video anyway. Now here we have a little ephemera holder with some tickets inside. Yeah, so that is the first signature. I will show you. It has been bound and it can be removed from here. Okay, that is the back of it. I absolutely love this. It's got that there and this here. Okay, so whenever you want to work on it, you take it out. When you're done, you open it in the middle and you slowly slide it back inside. And that is it. Okay, now we come to the second signature. This one's also very interesting. I've used some contour black paint over here to make those stand out a bit more. They were originally stamped with black ink, but it wasn't that obvious, so I had to add some black paint to bring them forward. Okay, now here again we have a little pocket. This is done with the bubble technique, and we've done this as a recycled packaging. One of the recycled packaging videos, I will leave the link to that one as well. That was a lot of fun, and I still have quite a few of these bits and pieces, and this one was perfect for a cover here. A journaling spot, the world map, and this flower. This is a leaf print. I think I've used rust and leaves. And another specimen card. With a seashell. Okay, here we have bubble paper. This is digital, but that's done with the bubble, and some of the ink kind of dissolved and went through, and it made it look really interesting, I think, anyway. Okay. Here we have a little side pocket, just some images and writing paper, more graph paper, a map. I love how this one looks. I think these are available on my website for free. You're welcome to download. And in here we have a little page with pockets, also made from old road maps. I used bubble paper as the background. I stamped the image of this boat, and I stamped the postcard thing on the back, also coffee dyed on the back. And I really like how it turned out. That bubble technique really helped me create some very interesting papers. That one's also available for free on my website. Now here's just a little something from a book. Somebody even scribbled on that book. But I think these two images can be used. The fish, it's the little ticket, and that as well. To write your notes or important dates. Yeah, some more bubble paper. Very nice. And here I just used this. This was actually a tag, but I cut it off and I used just this as a tuck spot for this paper. Avocado dyed paper. Actually avocado leaves, not the pits or the skin. And then that can be tucked underneath. That's from that latest digital, Ocean Theme Digital. Again, a page from that coloring book. I really, really love this one. The fish. Cool. So yeah, we had one ocean themed journal that we've done basically without talking, apart from the little introduction at the beginning. And now we have this one where I'm talking. So we have a bit of both. I really hope you enjoyed that one. It was a lot of fun recording, although it took me 2 days to decide where to film. the video. It was still like high season and really busy, but I was lucky that day. As the sun was setting, there was no one there. And I thought, yeah, it's perfect. Perfect spot and perfect timing. So I rushed back to my room to get the journal and do the little video. Maybe next year when I complete that other journal, if I go there or anywhere near the beach, I might do the flip through on the actual beach so that you can see the rocks. This time it was done so that you can hear the waves and see the sea. Okay. We have that map. Here's a little writing area. Some folded papers. Oh, it should be this way. There's a little cutout, beach houses, and this says here Destiny. Just like a little tag. I like how this turned out. These papers were left after I've done those specimens, and I had that paper on the desk and it was beautifully stained, so I started stamping some images on top and it worked really well. Marble paper, that one. I love how these two look together. Lighthouse and the birds. Okay, what do we have here? A large tag. We can't direct the wind, but we can adjust our sails. And that's the bubble paper on the back. These are ideal to write lists, your plans, or goals. I love writing on tags. And I kind of folded this page from that coloring book into an envelope, but I didn't glue it down, so it can be opened up and colored and then perhaps glued into an envelope. I just liked it. I think it looked pretty. Okay, so that is that. Here's a little kind of like a decoration. And then we have this. I love how this one turned out. When I painted it, I used the sponge and I just kept doing the swirls in all directions. And I love how it left those markings. I think it looks interesting. And there's that. They attach this with a sewing machine. Now here we have one of those junk mail envelopes that I played with bubbling. So I thought I'd just leave it like that. Here we have a little layered tag, some lace over, and that's one of those we made with recycled packaging. And that is the end. I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I hope it gave you lots of inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.